So a little calming yoga today. Let's come into our mountain pose for warm-ups. Just feet hip width apart, toes straight ahead, sitting bones down, hips open, shoulders back and down. Get that core working and supporting your spine. Reach up through the crown of your head, relax your arms. Take a moment spreading your toes out, just getting centered and grounded. And close your eyes, breathe in, energy and awareness. Exhale, stress and tension. And just bring your awareness into the moment and let everything else go. And then inhale, arms to shoulder level, stretch your fingertips out, hands to your heart, stretch out to the front, keep your shoulders down, and then clasp your hands behind you, press them down and lift your heart. Stretch your head back, feel that whole body going into a little back bend, and pivot at your hips coming over as you exhale. Spread your toes, bring your hands up, feel your shoulders, let them release a little bit. And then tuck in your chin just slightly and work your way back up. Lift your heart, drop your shoulders, stretch your head away, and don't forget to breathe. And then on an inhalation, come on upright, release your arms, and just take a moment, feel your circulation increase and that calm yoga feeling come over you. And again, arms at shoulder level, but shoulders down, hands to your chest, elbows back, keep your heart open, and bring your arms out to the front, and then close them behind you. Lift your heart again, stretch your whole body, and pivot over once more. Again, as you get all the way down, just relax, move your chin, get your neck releasing a little bit. And then bending your knees slightly. Again, work your way back all the way up through your spine and lift your heart. Drop those shoulders down and stretch your head back, spread your toes and breathe. And then when you're ready, come on up into mountain pose and observe your body responding. And then again, arms out, palms toward the ceiling, hands over your shoulders. Go ahead and clasp them for our side stretch. So make sure you're not twisting around. Keep your shoulders and hips facing the front. Sink into your feet evenly, up through the crown, down with your shoulders, and lean over to one side. Push the foot you're leaning away from down, stretch out through the ribs, and don't forget to breathe again. And then inhale back to the center, switch your arms and next to your ears as you lean to the other side. And again, just maximize that stretch on the side as you push the foot one way and the hands the opposite. And make sure you're not twisting around, but keeping it straight. And then inhale up and release. Take a moment as you get back into mountain pose, feeling those ribs a little bit more stretched apart. And then stretch apart your spine for our twist. Arms out, palms up, hands over your shoulders, and clasp your elbows. Spread your toes, stretch the spine, and turn to one side. Take a breath, and as you exhale, come on over. And just deepen as far as you want to go. Spread your toes, relax your arms, lift your sitting bones, stretch your legs a little bit. And then with the weight still on both feet as evenly as you can, stay in the twist, working your way up and into only the upper body for your back bend. So remember, don't overdo that low back when you're twisting. Elbows back, stretch it out. Inhale upright, exhale around to the center, switch your arms, balance it out, and again, stretch the spine as you turn to the other side. Take a breath, pivot on over. And again, just keep the weight on both feet as evenly as you can, coming all the way into your forward position. Keep your arms by your ears. Again, weight on both feet as you work your way back up. And again, chest high, shoulders down, and let your whole body just work into that upper back bend. Stretch out through the elbows. When you're ready, inhale back to the top and exhale to the center. Shoulders down, fingertips up into our extended mountain. And a little extra side stretch, come up on the opposite toe and just stretch one side. Bring that one down, do the other one. And again, just feel that lengthening. And then both feet down, both arms up, shoulders down. Keep your arms by your ears, pivot forward. Push it out through your fingertips and back through your sitting bones. And then drop into ragdoll. Maybe pull in deeper with your hands behind your legs. Get a good stretch on your back. Hands to the center. And one more wind up into mountain pose. As you get back into your standing position, just take a moment feeling that spine and the rest of your body. Notice what's tight today, what may need to be a little bit more loosened. And let's turn the toes slightly out. Bend your knees, bring your hands above your knees, but remember, no pushing, just positioning. Straighten your spine and stretch it out again. And another little twist. We're going to bring the shoulder down toward that opposite knee as you look to the side. Kind of lift the hip you're turning toward as you bring your ribs and shoulder also facing to the side. Stretch as you're there. And then exhale, turn back straight to the center. Stretch it out again and exhale. Shoulder to the opposite knee and look toward the side. Again, remember, you're turning your whole body, not just your head. Breathe, stretching through the spine. Exhale, turn back to the center. Tuck in your chin and round your spine a little bit. And roll all the way back to standing. And feet to the front, back into mountain pose. Feel your spine more activated. And bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, coming up. Bring the thumbs back, a little back bend. We'll swan dive forward this time, arms out, pivoting over into ragdoll. Hands up under your knees, stretch and straighten. And then bending your knees, let's go all the way to the floor already into child pose. Hips back on your heels, hands palms up and forehead down. Take a few breaths there, just relax. Shoulders releasing. Deep breaths, everything just relaxing. And then bring your hands in front and into table position. So wrists, elbows, and shoulders lined up. Remember, if you've got wrist issues, you can fold your mat, get a little height on those heels of the palm area so it's not quite so bent, or put your fists down and eliminate that bend. Knees under your hips, toes straight back, and get those ribs up supporting your spine, no sagging in that low back. Stretch out through the crown, and we'll go into another little back bend, so drop the ribs down and look slightly forward as you maybe raise your hips a little bit. Just sink into that back bend as deeply as you want. And then tuck the sitting bones down toward the floor and the top of the head down and lift the ribs up, coming into that angry cat forward position. And then come back to neutral. Keep it straight. Stretch the sitting bones and crown away from each other and turn looking toward one foot. Stretch the opposite side. Keep the back as flat as you can. Remember, keep those ribs up to support your low back. And then back to the center, stretch it out and turn, looking toward the opposite side. And then once more back to the center, stretch the sitting bones and crown away from each other. Bring your right foot back and bring it up to hip level. And extend your left arm forward next to your ear. So a little balance for you here. Keep those lower ribs up, supporting your spine, core supporting your back, and stretch it out. And then bring your hand and knee back down. Circle that wrist anytime you need to, remember. And make sure that you're following what your body needs. Bring your left foot up to hip level. Again, keep both hips facing the floor, both shoulders facing the floor as you bring your arm up into your balance, right next to your ear. So opposite arm, stretch it out, core working, and everything nice and straight. And again, as you get your balance, bring that hand back down and the knee back into place. Take a moment, feel your body. We're going to do that same sort of thing again. Right foot out, up to hip level, and left arm out. Stretch it out, keep that neck straight, looking at the floor. Now, if you want to go a little further, we're going to bring the arm to one side and the leg to the opposite side. So just go only as far as your body wants to go. See if you can keep them parallel to the floor. And then back straight, out to the front and back, and hand and knee back to the floor. Again, circle your wrist anytime you need to. And don't forget to keep that core working, supporting your spine. Shoulders back toward your waist always. Stretch the spine apart. Bring the left foot up to hip level and the right arm next to your ear. Again, stretch it in your balance. If that's good, you can stay there, or you can move deeper with the hand and foot going toward the sides. Take a breath. Relax as much as you can. And bring the leg and arm back straight. And then your hand and knee back into position. Sink back onto your heels. Give yourself a little stretch and release the wrists, circling both ways. And then hands back down, coming back up into your table position. Take a moment there, stretch the spine apart. And we're going to do the bird dog, I guess it is. Bring your right knee and left elbow toward each other. Keep that back flat. And then stretch out with the foot and hand going away from each other up to parallel with your body. And then bring the hand and knee back to the floor. And do the other one. And again, stretch it out. Shoulders, shoulder blades toward your waist, core working. And back to the mat. And again, as you get back into table position, make sure everything's nice and straight, including your spine. Stretch it out. We're doing a little twist. So thread the needle. Bring your hand to the floor and thread it down. Bring your head down to the floor and turn your elbows slightly up toward the ceiling. So you're on your knees. The hand is still on the floor on that one hand, and the other one is sliding out right at shoulder level in front of you, letting that body go into a little bit of a twist. If this is a good twist, stay there, perfectly fine. If you like more twist and you want your lower back more involved, bring your foot near that hand that you've extended on the floor. Stretch out through the heel. If that's good, you can go a little further, but remember it gets bouncy, so be careful. Make sure your head and shoulder are on the floor and bring your hand up right above your shoulder and a little bit behind you, going a little deeper into the twist as you roll onto the back of your head. Only go there if that's right for you, remember. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, any of them are fine. If your arm is up, bring it back down. If your leg is out, bring it back in. Press into your hand and come back up into table position. I'm just going to turn around so I'm facing you while I talk. And again, starting in table position with everything nice and straight and supported. Bring your other hand through, head and shoulder down to the floor. And again, elbow goes up on that hand that's still on the floor. And you can stay there for a good twist as you breathe. Or you can bring your foot near your hand and let that lower back get a little more twist. Make sure you're on your head and shoulders and not your neck. And then if you want more, you can bring your hand right above your shoulder. And again, palm open to the ceiling. Let it go a little bit further behind you, but not too far or it gets balancing. Make sure your head and shoulders support you, not your neck. And just maximize your twist or minimize whatever your body needs. Exhale any tension, pressing away. And when you're ready to release that, bring your hand back down if it's up, bring your leg back in if it's out, and then unthread back into table. And once again, just sink back and slide your arms forward, and then bring the hands back next to your feet in child pose. Take a moment, let your whole spine get a good stretch there. Tuck in your chin. And inhale, sit up on your heels and come off into staff position. So press out through your feet and up through the crown. Keep your core supporting your spine always. So ribs toward your spine and up. Feel the lengthening up through the spine. Relax the shoulders down and don't forget to breathe. You can stay there with your legs extended in front. We can go in a cross-legged position if you prefer. But remember, creatures of habit, keep crossing them the opposite ways if you do that. We're going to work the neck a little bit, so bring your chin into that throat center. Shoulders are down, just relax them. And let that chin just come in as far as it wants to go. Exhale any tension. You can have your hands on your leg or next to you on the floor. And then roll your chin over toward one shoulder. And then lift it up toward the ceiling, looking up. Stretch out through the back of your neck as you're doing that. And then chin back down. Roll it back to the center. Take a breath, just relax. Make sure your spine is straight, your core is supporting your low back. And roll the chin up to the other shoulder. And then look up, raising the chin toward the ceiling. Stretch it out through your neck. And bring the chin back to the shoulder. Roll it back to the center. As you get there, make sure your shoulders are still above your hips. And bring your hands to the back of your head. Just adding a little weight, not pressure. Just giving yourself a good stretch on the back of your neck. Exhale and relax. And then bring your hands back down. Bring your chin up and lift it a little bit, giving yourself a stretch on the front of your throat. And then move your jaw around, circle it, push it forward and backward, scrunch your face, feel the throat getting a little extra stretch, but remember, keep stretching up through the base of the skull at the back of your head as well. And then chin tipping back upright. Stretch the crown to the ceiling, shoulders right above your hips. Take a breath, stretch it out, and bring one ear over to the side. Remember, if you've got your legs crossed, cross them the other way for a little bit. And then the side you're tipping toward with that ear, just bring both shoulders down, no hunching up, and bring your hand to the outside of your head for a little extra weight, not pressure. Giving a stretch to that side of your neck and shoulder. Bring the other hand to the floor if you want even a little bit more stretch. Just gently do what's right for your body. Don't overdo it. Exhale, tension. And then releasing your hands, tip your head back upright. And again, make sure everything's straight and tip your ear to the opposite side. Again, just relax into that position. And when you're ready, bring your hand to the outside of your head for a little extra weight on that stretch. Take a breath, no stress or tension. Bring the hand to the floor if you want a little bit more. Exhale, just relax as you let that stretch happen. Don't force anything. Breathe into it. And again, just release your hands and tip your head back up. Take a breath. If you've got your legs crossed, remember, cross them the other way. Stretch through the neck, through the back. And we're only going to turn the neck area. So go ahead and bring your chin around toward one shoulder. Look to the side. Exhale, relaxing into it. Stretch up. Exhale, turn the chin back to the center. And again, as you exhale, turn to the other side. Feel the neck going into its twist only as far as it's comfortable doing. And then back to the center. Relax your shoulders, stretch up, and again, bring your chin into the throat center. Take a moment there. Exhale any tension. And once more, roll the chin to one shoulder and up toward the ceiling. This time, roll it all the way around the back over to the other side, looking up, and then down to the shoulder, and roll it to the center. Keep the shoulders above the hips as you do that circuit. One more time to the same direction. Rotating it all the way around as much as feels okay for you. And when you get back to the center, just pause. And we'll do the other way. Chin over to the shoulder, up toward the ceiling, roll it across the back, over to the other shoulder, down, and roll it to the center. And of course, one more time in that circuit. Just letting it just slowly move all the way around, getting all those vertebrae releasing. And when it gets back to the center, once more, just tip your head back upright and relax. And let's do a little diving dolphin. So bring your foot up to the inner thigh, knee out to the side, and pull your heel back near the other hip. Keep that hip up that's on that second leg. Stretch up, stretching the spine apart, and turn toward your first leg for our diving dolphin. Ribs in, tuck the chin slightly, exhale your way under the water toward your knee, and then face forward, inhale your way up to the sun in the sky as the dolphin. And just dive your dolphin a few times, rotating through your spine and feeling your breath going in and out as you move. And then the next time you're on the upswing, just pause at the top. And as you exhale, turn back to the center, releasing your legs. And of course, our dolphins like to go the other way too. So balancing, bring your foot up to the thigh, knee out to the side, other heel back near your hip, but not under it. Let that hip be up so you can twist as you turn, exhaling toward that knee. Again, ribs going in, rounding, getting a nice forward bend as you exhale down. And then face forward, lifting your heart, getting that chest opening, and a little back bend on your way up. And just at your own breath pace, diving under and leaping your dolphin up, well, as much as you can when you're seated. And again, as you breathe, when you're inhaling your way up this time, just pause at the top. Exhale around to the center and release into staff position. Bringing your feet to the end of the mat. Sitting bones behind you, core active as you roll onto your mat. Just slowly come on all the way down and relax. Shoulders to the floor. Hands near your sides. Sitting bones slightly toward your heels, and we'll do just a little brief bent knee twist. Press your back gently down, heels toward your sitting bones. Press it down and lift your feet, knees together. Roll them over to one side as you turn your head toward the opposite side. Just relaxing your twist. The more the knees go down, that's your low back. Be gentle if you need to, pad if you need to, so that those knees don't go too far. Head turning, neck area twist. And again, if you've got neck issues, be gentle. Keep the shoulders down, let that whole middle back twist as much as you exhale and relax the ligaments, getting into your twist as deeply as your body needs. And to release, heels toward your hips, roll onto your back, feet next to each other, and roll the knees at hip level to the other side. Again, turn your head the opposite direction for your neck twist, shoulders down. Breathe into it. Exhale, tension. And just let those knees come as far toward the floor as your lower back needs and wants. Exhaling, just releasing that tension, letting the ligaments go. And once again, heels toward your hips, roll onto your back, bring your feet to the floor, sliding out into our corpse position for relaxation. Take a moment to breathe, let your belly soften, your shoulders sink, toes toward each other and releasing. Let your legs relax, soften your belly, soften your shoulders. Side to side once more, letting that neck release completely. And take a few moments just letting your body sink, deepening into that earth support, letting everything go. And as you breathe, just relax your body completely and allow your awareness of your body to release from your attention, letting everything soften and sink. And as your body relaxes, your mind just begins to drift, but any thoughts coming to you disappear without awareness. No need to think of the past or anticipate the future. Just let the thoughts flow in and out as easily as your breath, without attention. And just drifting your thoughts, relaxing your body, let everything go, allowing your awareness to release your body and your mind. Turn that awareness deep within, finding that peace. And just relax a few moments in peace. And of course, keep relaxing as long as you have time for today. If it's time to get ready for the rest of your day, draw energy and awareness with the breath back to the moment, to the room, to your body. And begin moving your body gently, however feels good for you. Maybe a few extra circles with that neck and shoulder area. Breathing and stretching completely as you're ready to do so. And when you're ready for your final yoga hug of appreciation, sitting bones toward your heels, heels toward your hips, and knees up toward your heart. Wrap your arms around, give yourself that appreciative yoga hug. Let your body know you appreciate its yoga work today and the work your body does for you every day. And when you're ready to release, head and feet to the floor, roll to the side, and sit back up, getting ready for the rest of your day today. Thanks for joining.